So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time of the day that you're listening to this video, I just want to greet you. Alright, so first of all, I want to say Happy New Year's. This is a new year. We are in the year of 2024. Wow. I'd have thought that my year would have started off, very wonderful. But first of all, I want to give God thanks for life, for His mercy, and for His grace. All right, so I want to say, this Christian journey, wow, it's actually not an easy journey. And as the scriptures say that, we ought to pray one for the other. So right now I'm asking for your prayers, whoever is watching this video, asking for your prayers while I pray for you just the same. All right, so I also want to talk about my book, right? All right, so the name of the book is Mary Jane, right? And this is a story what I have personally written. I know that others have written a book with the same title, but this is nothing like the other books that have been written with the same title. This is actually my personal story, right? Alright, so this story now, what I have written, is a true story of a Jamaican girl. She had a lot of admirers and she decided that she would choose one of them. And the one she chose proposed to her within a month, or within 3 months. She got married to this person. And it's a wonderful, it's a dramatic, and it's a spicy story. Alright, so I'm gonna give you some more information on this story. Alright, so it's like this is a story of this young lady, she wanted to find the right partner. And she's such a beautiful young lady, and there were a lot of guys, admiring her, and she was wondering who should she choose. All right, so as a church girl, and she found a church guy, usually they would have gotten married first before any form of intercourse or anything like that. So they both got married after 3 months, and things was going on so well for at least 1 month of the marriage. They weren't having any issue. And then after a month of the marriage, now another lady came into the picture. And her husband now began to correspond with that young lady, very often. Young lady would call various hours of the night, and the husband would be like talking and smiling with the young lady, and it gives off the impression as if something was going on in between her husband and the other young lady. All right, so everyone knows that 3 o'clock is husband and wife time, right? And midnight husband and wife time. Alright, so those were the times which this young lady would have called him, right? And she would be requesting prayer. You know that when you just got married, it will be time for your husband. It's not time for, persons to be calling, young ladies to be calling at various time of the night requesting prayers. All right, so it goes on for, months and months. It goes on, that type of relationship you would be having with that young lady calling, and you would be, she'd be asking for prayer, and you're really there, like, not actually praying for the young lady, but they'll be like talking on the phone for a good while. And, it reached to the extent that, this young man now, right? This husband, right? He was asked to become a pastor of a church. All right, so he was pastor in a church, and the overseer for the church now, where he was asked to pastor, asked him to go to the church now to pray up the church, pray it up before they started out anything, any ministry. So that day, now when he went to pray up the church, no, he asked his wife to come along, right? His wife could not come along at that very time of the morning because she had the children, was to prepare for school. So he, disappointed and all, wanted his wife to come. Wife could not have made it. So he went to the church by himself. And while he was there, decided that he would call that same young lady now, who seemed as if both of them were in a relationship now. He called her to come by to help to pray up the church. And that is such a mix up. Alright, so the young lady said that she could not have made it. So he was there all by himself until the assistant pastor of that same church came by, and both of them were in an altercation. Both of them began to curse each other, and the church was not yet started. They were supposed to pray at the church, and they both started to be in some heated conversation, and both decided that they were going to shoot each other. So, just telling you that part of the story, this is a very interesting story which I've written, and it's for only $5 US. All right, so you can, if you want to purchase this book now, you can call me at 876-490-6465, and I'll tell you how you can get this book. All right, it's a very wonderful story. All right, so bye. Have yourself a wonderful rest of the year.